Good morning, everybody. Today, for the Front Porch Chronicles, God gave me something outside of Mark that I wasn't really ready to step out of Mark, but God gave me something pretty cool today, and I think it's for a lot of us. We have a habit as Christians or people or whatever, to kind of hold on to things that we really shouldn't hold on to, and to say things repetitively that we really should be letting go. And when we don't let go, there are a lot of negative consequences for that. But I'd like to start off with the scripture God gave me for this. It's in 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verses 3 through 5. And it says, "For though we live in the world, we do not wage war as the world does. The weapons we fight with are not the weapons of the world. On the contrary, they have divine power to demolish strongholds. We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ." Christ would not want you to repeat bad things about yourself. Christ would not want you to continually say things over your children. Christ would not want you to focus on the negative of your life. And I can tell you a few reasons for that. I have someone very close to me who has had a very significant loss. And they have a habit of saying that there are bad days and there are worse days, but she never says there are good days. And this, I think, is something that will continually perpetuate itself in her life if she continues to repeat that she has bad and worse days, but she never says she has good days. We do this to ourselves. We look at our children and we'll say things like, man, when they get 13, they're definitely going to rebel. Or, man, when they get a car, man, I'll never see them again. Or, you say things like that. In fact, we even say it in front of them and over them. Eventually, it's not a mystical thing to speak it into existence. It's literally giving people not only license, but giving yourself license to be negative and to live in a way that is not captive and obedient to Christ. And, when I sit on the porch, God uses nature a lot of the times. It depends, to show me things. And I picked this location because I actually like sitting with a backdrop, because I'm not the prettiest person on the planet, but these plants that Helen has out are. So I figured I would sit around, more beautiful scenery. But if you look closely at the scenery behind me, you notice something. There's the beautiful flower, and there's the nice green leaves of some of these plants behind me. But what else do you notice? What else do you see? You see the dead plants. You see what's inside of that group of beautiful, lively plants. You see this dead plant. It sticks out. Just like when we are supposed to be obedient to Christ, but yet we still hold on to those negative things that we really shouldn't be hanging on to. And when we should be putting all of our thoughts and everything captive to Christ and obedient to Christ, talking yourself down and talking others down and just being overly negative, period, is like letting some of the dead plants in your garden stay there, and leaving those dead plants and expecting new plants to grow. You can't expect that, because the dead plants will eventually blot out the sun for the new plants to grow. And, no person I know that has a garden would allow the dead plants to just accumulate. They would pluck them out. And so I would say that One of the things that we need to do in our lives is we need to look where we're being negative and where we're speaking things over people, ourselves, and we're causing that perpetuation of negativity and not bringing things into the obedience of Christ. Look at yourself today. Look at what you do today. Walk through the different walks that you walk through today, and see if you have brought those things that you say to everyone, or those things that you do, under the authority and the obedience and the captiveness of Jesus. That's what God gave me this morning. God bless y'all.